Marthie. Please subscribe to my channel. Today I want to talk about three things: the good, the bad, and the ugly. I want you to help find your purpose and live it. So the first thing is the good and the bad and the ugly. Actually, they won't go together. This week I discovered that I need to take a bird's eye view look at my life to see where I am, where I'm going, and where I've been. And this actually meant a lot. It meant looking at the good things that happened. So I literally took a blank piece of paper, actually in a book, so it was 2 pages, and every year of my life what I can remember. So I was born a miracle, and I started school at 6, and this was the highlight of this year and the highlight of that year. And if you only have one line to write, you don't have a lot of stuff that you can write, just the highlight, because you only have this much space to write it down. So I ended up writing all the stuff I can remember about the year. And then I discovered something. I remembered the good stuff, yes. I remembered the bad stuff. Maybe something big happened that should be newsworthy. And then the ugly stuff, the stuff that was challenging. And I then went back to my list and said, okay, how much does it score out of 10? To say how stressful it was. So for example, for me it would be I moved to Canada, I moved back, I had children, my dad died. So I ended up slotting those in. So that was the real ugly stuff, that's really stressful, that people will say on a scale of 1 to 10, these are the top things that would be big things. And then I looked at my 2 pages and I thought, wow, I've been through so much. And what I learned from it is that I've already achieved a lot, been through a lot, and maybe if I get another challenge, I'm going to make it. So I am not doing that bad after all. If you're living day by day, day by day, day by day, you tend to get tunnel vision on what your life is about. But when you do the bird's eye view, you realize, whoa, this has been such a journey. And I don't know how many pages I have left, but it's going to be amazing because I've already proved myself to be able to conquer challenges, to deal with the good, to deal with the bad, and to deal with the ugly. So I think looking at the bad things especially, you have to do autopsy on why was it bad. So like, for example, I went back to where did I start losing my core dream. So when life gets busy and you're like, oh my gosh, how did I end up here? Lots of stuff that I didn't want. And then you realize, well, that's where you thought you were in control, but now you're not in control as much. But it doesn't mean that it's not something that you can want in your life and use as a stepping stone to the next thing. It just evolves it in a way that you weren't able to perceive it beforehand. So that was important to me to say, oh, I actually wanted to go there at that stage, and it ended up being a detour, but maybe the detour was a better way of getting to my destination. So, but it was important to look at it because I do an autopsy on something that didn't work, and then I thought, well, maybe it's not something that died, maybe it's like a snake shedding its skin, and then you can say, oh, there's a piece of snake skin. It was a good thing that I had to leave it behind because that's how I grew. So it's not an autopsy, it's actually more evolving into something better. And yes, that just shows you how much you have in you to be resilient. So that's my take on the good, the bad, and the ugly. Take a look at it, decide what you liked about it, what was challenging, how far you've come, yay, and how you're gonna apply it to the rest of your life. So I want to help you find your purpose and run with it. So please subscribe to my channel. I'm aiming for 1,000 subscribers, and that'll be great if you can help me get there. And you can watch out, we're busy with practicing for Trinkelity in Canada at the Woordfeest. I'm practicing with Thomas de Bruin and the Stellenbosch United Brothers, and it's coming along so great. And I'm really excited because it's really a story of hope and inspiration. And also my story, but also your story, because you're in it. If you've seen me, you're in my story. So I'm very glad to be sharing that with you. So if you want tickets, you can get it from CompuTicket. Have a wonderful week.